what a start to the morning. Very dramatic, William. I don't know where I got that soundtrack from. Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon as well to our cousins across the road called The Ditch. We're here today, believe it or not, good timing, 32nd webinar of the year, and we have skillfully, actually more by coincidence, but showcasing Crystal's, I suppose, developed arm or sector, which is Expedition, and it comes during Cruise Month and Expedition Week. So awesome timing. And of course, that sector itself is one that is booming. In the next 3 years, 1 in every 2 new build is an expedition ship, for reasons that are many as to why the whole sector's changed, be it from regulations, more connectivity, and greater areas to transverse. The whole new design has been around that. And of course, travel itself has become a lot more immersive. Cultural immersion is the key one at the moment. Everyone's gone from sightseeing to sight doing. And so it's not only a trend in travel, but it's certainly one in the cruise sector. So we've got the beautiful Crystal Cruises this morning, going to showcase their Crystal Endeavour. The shots you're going to see, if you haven't experienced what the new evolution of expedition cruising is, you're going to be amazed at some of these shots. So I'm going to welcome, hopefully he's on, Scott Graham, the very experienced Scott. Are you there this morning?
Good morning, Peter.
Excellent. Nothing like timing, eh?
Absolutely. Perfectly organised. Thank you so much.
No, that's all good. Mate, you're the expert. I'll let you to it, and I might actually give you a PowerPoint to actually present. That'll help.
Thank you. Wonderful. Well, good morning, everybody in Australia, and also good afternoon over in New Zealand. It's a pleasure to be with you today. It was also really good to catch up with many of you also back in August at Clear 360 in Sydney as well. And as Peter mentioned, Crystal Cruises is certainly moving very quickly now into another experience, which is less than 1 year away, and that's the launch of Crystal Expedition Cruises, and that being a brand new ship called Crystal Endeavour. So I will take you through what expedition cruising is all about from Crystal's point of view, which is very different to what we've been operating for 29 years now in ocean cruising, 3 years in expedition cruising, nearly 4 years in yacht cruising as well. And let's just get this underway. Sorry, my apologies. So the world of Crystal brings you the world's most awarded luxury cruise line, from ocean to river, yacht, expedition cruises, and in 2020, as I said, we'll be celebrating 30 years of luxury. The same hallmarks which we always provide on our other experiences are evidently on Crystal Expedition Cruises, being that of the personalised service, quality, choices, abundance of space, and the unique destinations where we'll take all our guests over the world. With expedition cruising, it's one of the fastest growing segments of the cruise industry at the moment, with an impressive investment into taking travellers to lesser known remote destinations, with the aspect of more centred on getting off the ship or being able to get much deeper into destinations, with the ship being much smaller than an ocean-going ship, of course, as well. Therefore, the benefit of a small ship providing greater accessibility and designing itineraries which allow greater flexibility, but also can be quite fluid depending on the conditions, and particularly also wildlife sightings as well. Inflatable Zodiacs are fitted to an expedition ship, allowing more adventurous, a wider diversity of experiences, from being able to view wildlife, get much closer, particularly to icebergs as well, for landings, whether that be wet and dry, depending on the destination. Guests will be able to have an array of knowledge side by side with an experienced expedition team member, providing lectures on board and commentary with zodiacs, landings, with marine biologists, naturalists, historians, ornithology, and so forth. So it does offer an extraordinary experience, a journey created to showcase the unique experiences of the destinations, of course, as well. So each expeditions are journeying to the Earth's most remote polar regions, faraway destinations, the true expert-led expedition voyages, combining rugged adventure, zodiac landings with rare discovery, offering extraordinary wildlife and stunning landscapes that few have ever seen. Now, I've just got a brief video just to showcase a little bit more about Crystal Endeavour's brand new expedition.
From the world's most awarded luxury cruise line comes the world's largest and most spacious luxury expedition yacht, Crystal Endeavour. Built to PC6 Polar Class specifications, with a sleek design and anchor-free dynamic positioning technology.
Is that coming through on your side
to explore the farthest reaches of Earth, from the Arctic to the Antarctic, and faraway lands in between. With the largest butler-serviced veranda suites, each a private sanctuary with room to roam, and lavish comforts that welcome you after days spent exploring. Elegant settings featuring Crystal's acclaimed cuisine and welcoming hospitality. An expansive spa and generous social spaces not found on any other expedition ship. Perfect venues for sharing stories of adventure with your friends on board. Led by a team of expedition experts, Crystal Endeavour's guests will experience immersive adventures, wilderness landings, and extreme discovery. Come explore lands that few have ever seen on intrepid, all-inclusive journeys that defy imagination. Come discover Crystal Yacht Expedition Cruises, where luxury roams freely.
Hope you found that presentation on the video exhilarating. Let's just move back into the presentation. That tool, the video, is you're more than welcome to utilize that for your digital needs and sharing with your clients such an emotive ship, as you can see, that we're currently building in our shipyard in Germany as we speak. So Crystal Endeavour, all-inclusive excellence. In August 2020, our debut season coincides with our 30th anniversary year. So we've got a full experiences lined up, all-inclusive with all-suite butler service accommodations, 6 Michelin-inspired cuisine restaurants, unlimited select wines, champagne, premium spirits and beer with non-alcoholic beverages, 24-hour room service, complimentary Wi-Fi, enrichment programs, and all gratuities included. Also, experienced adventures ashore included with optional overland adventures as well. You'll have an experienced team of 22 on board. They'll provide exploration ashore and perspectives on board with destination experience. 2 boarding areas for Zodiacs will be available. They'll provide such an array of efficiency for the explorations for our guests to get out and about with the team as well. There'll be 2 mudrooms offering boot washing, warming racks, and lockers. Will provide abundance of space and efficiency, having 2 of those mudrooms as well. Crystal Endeavour offers optional adventures. Buy some toys, 2 helicopters, and a 6-guest submersible. There will also be a marina platform for complimentary water activities. Now, I'd like to take you through a bit of a tour, or take you through the experience of what we're going to be building, as I say, the world's largest, most spacious expedition yacht, or it's going to be looking at 20,000 tonnes for up to 200 guests only, with about 203 crew on board. The ship is a Polar Class 6 type, the vessel, which means it can operate in summer, autumn, in medium first-year ice, which may include old ice inclusions. So let me take you through a little bit overview of Crystal Endeavour. So we've got Marina Deck 3 featuring the 2 mudrooms, a guest laundry, and a fold-out marina for the water activities. So this is the 2 mudrooms, will be the most lavish and expedition cruising. Guests will be able to use, as I said, to and from the explorations, particularly in polar regions, no doubt. Double kayaks will be on offer, complimentary use as well, even in polar regions, and it will also offer dry suits. Snorkeling gear, as you probably manage, that will be in more tropical destinations, as will be stand-up paddle boards as well. There will be a fleet of 18 Zodiacs, and they'll be Mark V and Mark VI Zodiacs. So that will also provide a sense of efficiency for our pursuits with the expedition team to go ashore, no doubt. Gyro stabilized camera technology, shoot over cam, and ROV, remotely operated underwater vehicle, will also feed into suite TVs and Crystal Cove with our LED wall. Crystal Deck 4 features the Crystal Cove. This will be our main centre for our lectures with our expedition team. Restaurants, our Umi Uma by Nobu, Prego, our main waterside restaurant, and Connoisseurs Club. So they said there'll be 6 acclaimed Michelin-inspired experiences are awaiting guests, with many particularly feeding open seating in venues as well, with sommeliers on hand, of course, as well. So waterside, like on our ocean and river experiences, will be featured on Crystal Endeavour, offering breakfast, lunch and dinner with an ever-changing a la carte menu, which can actually seat up to 200 guests. Prego is an intimate Italian venue reminiscent of Crystal's ocean, offering dinner. The vintage room through the other side of the Prego there will offer a special pairing dinners on select evenings. Exclusive to Crystal is Nobu Matsuisha, only restaurant at sea, and that is also going to be offered on Crystal Endeavour. So that's our sushi bar as well. Crystal Cove, as I mentioned before, is the heart of enrichment with lectures. There'll be a full, very large perspective LED flat screen beaming the expedition visuals and particularly the external footage of the ROVs I mentioned before. The Crystal Cove Bar, the Connoisseurs Club, maybe meet for a scotch, a whiskey, or even a cigar. The Crystal Promenade, this is definitely a great use of space where we can meet friends for a drink and look at the impressive views as well. Seahorse Deck 5, where there are deluxe suites S7 and S3 categories, all with veranda. There is a medical centre on board, bistro, reception, Crystal Life spa treatments, fitness centre, and some shops as well, with a 2-story solarium with indoor pool and jacuzzi. So the bistro is a fabulous meeting place for refreshments, light snacks during the day, or even into the evenings as well. The solarium is certainly one of my most favourite areas on board I can see, because it really does take into perspective that it feels like you're in the outside with its panoramic outlook. So this will be an area for the boasting the pool and the jacuzzi, which can be covered over as well. So this is a sort of a rendered shot now of the marketplace, which is a dining sort of all day and evening experience. And just to reconfirm, dining on board will be very casual as in dress. There'll be no formalities as in dress up, of course. Looking at our shops, we've got Apropos and Facets on board, so offering jewellery, fashion and everyday necessities as well. Crystal Life Spa, salon treatments, earned from a well day exploring, of course, with Crystal Life Spa images there and the sauna as well. So state-of-the-art facilities on board. Harmony Deck 6 will feature the exterior jacuzzi, observation areas, so an abundant of those areas. That's what it's all about, of course, on a ship like this. Handy ramp to deck 5 as well, and deluxe suites S6 and S2. Seabreeze deck 7 will feature the Expedition Penthouse Owner's Suite and S5 and S1 suites. So S5 suites are coloured in blue. Penthouse Deck 8 will feature 8 penthouse suites and S4 deluxe suites, a captain's lounge, a helicopter lounge with 2 hangars. The helicopter lounge there, very impressive. Maybe meeting for a safety briefing as we head into the optional helicopter experience. So we'll have 2 Alana Airbus H135s, which will be capable for seating around 5 to 6 guests, including the pilot as well. So the captain's lounge is directly behind the bridge. This could be used as a private meeting or a dining venue. And then on Horizon Deck 9, observation terrace, seating areas, our Palm Court, the pantry, library, and an expedition lounge. So the dedicated space is designed to host informative lectures, presentations, conversations with Crystal Endeavour expedition team. The library and the Palm Court. So the Palm Court forward, expansive views. Guests can enjoy afternoon teas, destination enrichment presentations potentially as well, and cocktails by the evening. So Sunset Deck 10, more observation areas, a bar, very handy, and a jogging track as well. So looking at the observation areas with the bar there and a night evening shot there as well. So the most spacious of suites in expedition cruising. So this is our deluxe suite here. This is, we call our leading category. All with king-size beds, plush Egyptian linens, walk-in closets, butler service throughout included for extra personalization. Storage closet are just outside the suites there, offering guests the ability to store their crystal parkas so that they're warm and comfortable as they head out into the Zodiacs as well. So in the bathrooms, there is dual vanity with heated adjustable flooring in the bathroom as well. So just some different views there of the deluxe suites, and they're at 33 square meters for a lead-in, so very impressive. And then the layout there as well for the deluxe category. So there'll be 8 penthouse suites, as I mentioned earlier. These are nearly 50 square meters, so you do need to book early for these particular categories. The the penthouse is pretty remarkable, with the living room area space there as well, plus the bedroom area as well, and a larger entry area as well. Expedition Penthouse is on port side, extraordinary spacious with the separate living, the dining areas, the water closet with the wash basin as well, a full jacuzzi tub as well with a separate rain head shower. So for even greater space, there is an Expedition Penthouse suite offering 2 bedrooms, which can be requested, which has an interconnecting deluxe suite next door to the living room space there. So that is pretty remarkable. So that's the Expedition Penthouse there. So there is also Owner's Suite, and the Owner's Suite is also 2 separate bedroom areas, living room and dining room, full jacuzzi tub, separate rain shower. Book early for the Owner's Suite at over 173 square meters. Absolutely phenomenal. So with the separate wash basin there, as you can see, for the elaborate marble bathrooms throughout as well. So this is what it's all about, is looking at where we're going to as far as the destination experience. For its debut season, Crystal Endeavour is maiden sailing is the 10th of August. That's just after the Tokyo Summer Olympics finish. The maiden sailing is Northern Japan and Russia Far East, which would potentially be on a waitlist situation. and then the Tokyo to Taipei itinerary is following that, which could be quite busy as well, that one. The debut season, it's predominantly in our local waters, as you can see, during October to December next year. So we're basically moving through Borneo in the Philippines. So looking at the Philippines and Borneo Indonesian Quest itinerary, 16 nights, which is from Taipei to Bali. And that itinerary is in September, as I say, including Taroko Gorge in Taiwan, the orangutan rehabilitation center in Borneo, the stunning waters and beaches in El Nido in the Philippines, and the unique cultures and the buildings of Torajaland in Sulawesi. From jungles to diving, pretty amazing itinerary. Stunning waters and beaches of El Nido here in the Philippines, and the unique cultures and buildings of Torajaland, Sulawesi. From, as I said, such a wide diversity of culture, particularly in these destinations as well. We're looking at the Indonesian immersive and Great Barrier Reef. As you can see, we're moving even closer to Australian shores now. The expedition will feature an exclusive photography enrichment experience for guests with Leica Academy. That's Nick Rains, who's a principal photographer. He's going to be on this particular voyage, providing enrichment lectures on board. This is an exclusive partnership that Crystal does have with the photography brand Leica. This itinerary predominantly is a lot about the blue diving locations as well, snorkeling and swimming in Indonesia, from Raja Ampat as well to the Banda Archipelago, discovering Komodo dragons, standing on the edge of an active volcano, and the underwater wonders of the Great Barrier Reef itself. In addition to experience the stunning waters and marine life, lush rainforest, particularly the Raja Ampat, where there's rare bird life, such as the Wilson's Bird of Paradise, only unique to this part of the world. Now, Cairns to Sydney, October 31, 2020. A voyage exploring the secret underwater worlds filled with corals and marine life, embarking on expeditions along the Whitsundays, the Coral Sea Islands, and discovering the wonders of the UNESCO Great Barrier Reef, of course. An itinerary filled with rainforest reefs for hiking, diving, helicopter experiences to the remote regions of the Great Barrier Reef. Sydney to Christchurch, so this is a Tasmania and Fjords of New Zealand centred itinerary. It's seeing that, the pink granite mountains, exploring the botanical gardens, keeping an eye out for kiwi birds and fairy penguins, also offering Stewart Island, King Island as well, Maria Island, the lesser known islands of Bruno Island in Tasmania, that only ships are around 200 maximum will be able to visit. So very, very different to no doubt an ocean experience. Late November and December, there are two 12-night destination expeditions of New Zealand, focusing on the best of New Zealand's wildlife, rugged and beauty as well. So whether it be the hiking through Abel Tasman National Park, the wineries of the Marlborough, and the stunning Cathedral Cove on the Coromandel Peninsula. Very famous for movies, of course, as well. And then we've got 2021 lined up already, which is actually selling quite well for Crystal Endeavour. The main highlight for me is certainly one of the remote itineraries, this 22-night one-way itinerary from Hobart to Christchurch, all reverse, and that's in January 2021. This is truly an epic encounter, this one. It's an awe-inspiring adventure through the Ross Sea, a route to Antarctica that very few have experienced. You'll discover a world of visual, like a lot of splendors of iceberg prisms, glaciers, the historic huts of Scott and Shackleton, and the bellowing elephant seals. The Ross Sea, lying south of New Zealand, is largely untouched, and it recognised one of the least altered marine ecosystems on Earth. So the imagery here of spectacular mountain ranges, huge glaciers, packed ice, giant tubular icebergs carved from Ross Island Shelf. So Ross Island Shelf is one of the largest shelves in the world, and it's certainly going to be admired from Crystal Endeavour's helicopters, maybe using the 6 Guest submersible. We're going to head to the Bellini Islands of New Zealand, which is such a heavily glaciated area. Lots of volcanic origins around this area as well, particularly on Ross Island, and with gigantic glaciers projecting from their slopes into the sea. So highlights of the 2021 season are also including the New Zealand sub-Antarctic Islands, the Java Sea featuring Krakatoa, Thailand and Vietnam in depth. There's actually 3 Japan itineraries in May 2021, a 19-night remote expedition of the Russia Far East. So this is in June with the Aleutian Isles, 3 Alaska itineraries from 11 to 12 nights. The rare epic itinerary, the Northeast Passage, has proven extraordinarily popular already. 28 nights from Anadyr to Tromsø. So that's through over the Arctic Circle above Russia, navigating the coasts of really the high Arctic Circle in search of polar bears, rare bird species. You've got to book now, though, particularly for that itinerary. It is very, very limited space. It has a very proven quite popular. A 13-night Norwegian fjords and Scottish islands, Western Europe, so the famed vintages and the rich history of France, Spain and Portugal. South America expeditions, including Argentina, the remote islands of the Falklands, then concluding in 2021 with Antarctica Peninsula voyages from 11 to 15 nights from Ushuaia, Argentina. So to assist you in promoting Crystal, we do have some great tools. So your BDM can support you with promoting Crystal Expedition. Crystal Media Centre on the website, crystalcruises.com, can provide resources of images and video for all of your Crystal experience to support your visual needs as well. So the Media Centre, as it also has the video opportunities, which are very, very impressive through all of our experiences, no doubt, including ocean, river and yacht as well. So tiles also for Crystal expeditions as well are available for you. Our BDMs can help you with that. And also tiles, more tiles for particularly cruise month. As you can see, this week is Expedition Week, so great tools for that as well. Our Crystal Selling Guide, Expeditions, our BDMs can also provide you with the latest facts and hallmarks of our fleet, particularly with the new Crystal Endeavour coming. Our partnership with the Qantas Frequent Flyer program, your clients can earn points when sailing with us or even with pre and post hotels and extension packages. So clients can earn 1 point per dollar spent for members of the Qantas Frequent Flyer program on every sailing. So here are your contacts for sales at Crystal Australia and New Zealand, your dedicated support, and to help you grow your luxury cruise business. It's been a real pleasure to introduce you to Crystal Expedition Cruises today. Thank you so much for spending the time. I really do appreciate it, to take you through, hopefully to provide some greater knowledge on expedition experiences and our destinations for 20 and 21. The Crystal Endeavour brochure, the Atlas brochure, is starting to distribute as of next week onwards through your distribution channels. That would be in Australia here with TIFFs and in New Zealand with BrochureNet. So otherwise, please speak to your BDM for more assistance with getting the brochures out to your prospective clients. So I believe it's, thank you so much, Clea, for hosting today's webinar and inviting Crystal to be a partner with you today.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Scott. I've probably got a couple of minutes for anyone who's got questions, if you want to shoot them off in the chat box there. While anyone's thinking about that, I love the fact that Expedition is not just pigeonholed into, you know, our polar cap areas of the world. Those itineraries really showcase the diversity of what can be experienced in Expedition, be it Eastern Europe, be it Japan, phenomenal experience. And I actually just came back from China this week, and speaking to the guys who operate a lot of the tours up at Vladivostok and up to the Far East Arctic Circle, they say it's just such an untouched area. So no wonder that's selling out really quick. While people are thinking about that, let me send you the survey. Can't do two things at once, so bear with me. There you go. And of course, I will also send an email with that link, as well as Scott's details if you wanted to follow up. I'm probably too shy on the webinar. All right. Thanks so much, Scott, for joining us through Cruise Month and Expedition Week.
You're welcome.
Love what you guys are doing, as always. And thanks, everyone. We've got a few webinars left for the rest of the year, but
that's correct. Andrew's got a quick question there. That's correct. You had 18 Zodiacs on Crystal Endeavour fitted.
Plenty.
It's a good number. Good number for 200. It'll be just under 200 guests in polar regions, particularly Antarctica.
And it seems like that that boarding method, getting on the Zodiac, seems a lot easier now with that threshold in the hull where you can just walk in.
Yeah, and in both portside and starboard as well. And obviously you'll have seamen there assisting the guests in and out of the Zodiacs as well.
Perfect. All right, everyone, we'll leave it there. Have a great day. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to help us tune in and learn more about the wonderful world of cruise. Thanks again, Scott, and thanks, Crystal Cruises.
Thank you.